Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a great Thursday. It's almost the end of the week, and we are going to end it well, right? I love to have that intention. So today we're going to be talking about how to recognize your spirit signs. So if you are brand new to me, my name is Whitney McNeill, and I'm a certified medium and spiritual teacher, and my passion is to help you connect to your spirit guides so you can clearly receive your intuitive messages. And then when that happens, you align to your life purpose and open the doors for abundance. And I truly believe that too many spiritual people have had some issues with abundance. And so one of the missions is to help you remove those blocks, embrace abundance in your life, help others, and really connect more into your intuition. I truly believe the key is really connecting with your guides and your spiritual part of yourself, so that you can become in alignment. Things just flow a lot easier. So let me just tell you a quick story. So last week I felt way out of alignment, and it was like my thoughts, we call it my ego, would kind of take over. Like, you have to do X, Y, Z, you have to do this, this, and this. And I said, whoa, wait a minute. And so over the weekend, I took some time, I got back into alignment, and this week it's so in the flow. So I teach this, but I also walk the same path too. So it's like, oh, wait a minute, let's make sure that I am shifting and changing and aligning my energy. It's a continual process. It's not just a one thing and you're done. It's something that happens all the time. Hey, Cindy, good to see you. And if you're here, let me know. If you're watching the replay, hi, I'm glad that you're watching the replay. So again, today we're talking about how to recognize your spirit signs. And I'm going to share a personal story that happened just the other day too. And please know, I always want to see you inside of our free 5-day challenge that's happening September 14th, and registrations opened this week. Go ahead and sign up at messengerofspirit.com/expand. And we're going to work on increasing your intuition and abundance for 5 days. I'm really excited. It's always amazing. I'm like blown away by the results people get in the challenge. I know that Tori was in the challenge and she had like over $1,200 or $1,300 pop in. She's like, what? So I hope to see you there. All right, recognizing spirit signs. So when we become out of alignment, sometimes our ego takes over and we have this mind, some people call it monkey mind, where we're constantly analyzing and we're like, I don't know, show me a sign. Was that a sign? I don't know if it was. So the first things first, I recommend that you allow yourself to relax. I know that sounds just super simple, but what happens when we can't recognize signs is we're usually not in a relaxed, aligned state. And so really bringing awareness to how your body feels, how your energy feels. Are you out of a whack? Are you feeling more in aligned? And when you're doing that, then you can start to relax and receive. When we're receiving signs, that's just what I said. We're receiving signs. And if you're constantly in a go mode, or you're thinking too much, you're not going to be able to receive the spirit signs that you want. So that's one of the first things. And I always teach my students inside of Intuition Abundance Academy to clear their mind. So if you're thinking way too much, you want to make sure that you have an effective technique to clear your mind and relax and receive. I think that some of us are a little addicted to phones. And so when we are thinking we're kind of in this robotic mode, we end up not being able to just relax. So one of the ways I like to kind of get out of that zone is to get up and dance or move my body or do some breath work or shake things out. Kind of reminds me of like shaking the covers out, but I'm like shaking stuff out of my body. So that can be helpful to just get my brain out of that pattern of kind of like, I've got to do this, this, and this. So that's one thing. Another thing is I want you to bring awareness to more than just the tangible. So a lot of times we talk about spirit signs being coins, being butterflies, being dragonflies, or seeing number patterns. Those are totally signs. But I'd love for you to bring more awareness to, I'm going to say, the ether, the things in between. And so what I'll do is, as I'm preparing even to talk to you today, I'm like writing, and then I check in with my guides and I say, hey, all right, do you have anything that you want to share? So it's almost like I'm putting myself in the seat. This is one of the techniques I talk about in Intuition Abundance Academy, where I'm like, literally like sit back in your seat and just receive. It's almost like you're kind of like, hey, do you have anything? Can you share anything with me? And become aware of the subtleties. And then, of course, what I'm going to say is you want to make sure that you're developing your intuition, that you're flexing that intuitive muscle. And one of the ways to do that is to join the 5-day challenge. That's totally free. And so I hope to see you there. But really developing and connecting with your way, your intuitive language. So there's 4 main intuitive languages. Which one are you? So looking at, do I normally get visions that pop into my mind? Do I kind of hear things like almost like I'm talking to myself? Do I feel like the gut feeling, or do I just know things? Maybe things just pop into your mind. Maybe your body just reacts. So you want to get acquainted with how you receive intuitive messages. And what I do want to say too is what's really interesting is your signs are all around. They are not what we think when we're looking for signs. Sometimes we're like, where's the sign? Show me a sign. Show me the ladybug or the yellow butterfly. Well, your signs are all around. Your spirit guides, when you communicate with them and you have a connection with them, they're always giving you messages. And your signs can look really different. Let's talk about it. So I had a meeting scheduled and I was so excited to have this meeting, and then it got rescheduled. I was like, I was so kind of like not terribly upset. It's just like I was excited, and so I was kind of like, this is such a bummer. And so anyway, it got rescheduled, and so I almost initially went to the negative, right? Where we're like, oh my gosh, why is this rescheduled? Now I have to rearrange my calendar, and am I going to be rushed, and blah, 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 blah. Well, it got rescheduled. And then the day that it did get rescheduled, it was like so many synchronicities happened. Because I had that meeting, then I got mentioned in somebody else's Instagram live by someone else who was an influencer. And then they had this conversation about me. So it was like, okay, my spirit guides realigned and rescheduled that meeting. And so what I want to say is, even when things don't work out, it is a sign in itself. So it's like when things get canceled, it's like, all right, I know that that's for my highest good, and that's what it is. And then what I'm going to encourage you to do is to sit back and then really feel in or ask for messages about what your role is in the next step. So I do think too many spiritual people say, oh, it got canceled. It's not meant to be. So it's just not going to work out. Or if something's harder, they might say, you know what, this is too hard. It's just not meant to be. And so they're only thinking, well, it has to be super, super easy. Now, while alignment brings easy opportunities into your life, what I want you to do is when something feels a little like you're resistant to it, a lot of times is like you have a block in that area. So I need you as a spiritual teacher, if you're going to follow this, to check in with yourself and say, okay, Whitney, like I'm talking to myself, why do I feel like this is heavy? What's going on? And sometimes the answer is because you need to rest and then you can pick this up tomorrow. Sometimes it's because you have a block around XYZ. Like Michelle, so she is one of my students, and I think I might even shared the story with you earlier, but she was like looking at affirmations that I gave her. And she's like, yeah, I just don't resonate with the money stuff. And then she was like, oh, why am I resistant to saying these affirmations? Oh, it's because I have a money block. And so then after she realized that, she manifested $1,300 in a couple of weeks. So this is an example of what I'm saying. It's your spirit signs are there around you all the time. And it doesn't just come in coins and number patterns and things like that. It's in our everyday waking life. If an appointment gets canceled, tune in. Why? It doesn't mean like we're going to know why all the time. Like spirit knows the why, but you need to check in with like, well, what is my next right action? Do I feel like I need to reschedule it? Is it something that I just need to pick up tomorrow? do I have a block around this? So maybe you've got a podcast interview, for an example, with someone that you're super excited about, and then they have to reschedule it or cancel it. So you can tune into it. Maybe it wasn't the right fit. Maybe you've got a block about truly being seen and stepping up into a bigger audience. That's kind of the stuff that I'm talking about. So really connecting into your intuition is going to be very key. I believe in removing your intuitive blocks and removing your abundance blocks too. Because the example I just told you, let's say you had this interview with someone. Well, you need to use your intuition to find what's really going on, because that can block you with your abundance. So I hope to see you inside of the challenge. We are going to officially open the group September 9th, but we are taking registrations right now. It's free. And I'm going to send you some cool stuff while you're waiting. So it's messengerspirit.com/expand. If you have any questions, reach out, let us know. And I hope you're having an amazing Thursday. I will see you next week. Bye.